Want to use icons like me and elaborate your experience on FC24? Well, check out U7Buy. It's the only place JD Gaming ever uses to buy his FC coins. Type in JD for a cheeky 6% off. Link in the description. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video. Today we'll look at Natale. One of my favorite hero cards. Whenever this card comes out, I love this card to bits, because when I think hero, I think Ginola and Natale instantaneously, because these guys are insane cards. Like, wow, Natale reminds me of so much of base Alessandro Del Piero, because Alessandro Del Piero's base version was really quick. It was like 88 pace. You know, again, 5-star. He had the 5-star weak with 4-star skills. And it reminds you of this card. This card is so good. It's ridiculous. Like, this card's got the Finesse plus, the Playstyle plus. And that is just such an important playstyle to have. In fact, there was a poll that I saw not long ago. And people were asked what were their favourite playstyles in this game, and I think most people voted for the Finesse Playstyle Plus. Yeah, his finesse shots are absolutely cracked. On top of that, because he's 5'7", 4-star skills with a 5-star weak foot, he can shoot on either foot. His passing is sensational. His dribbling is so good, and it's the way he feels on the ball. His first touch is immaculate. He receives the ball really well, controls it really well. I think this is a fantastic card. In fact, he's better than a lot of the icons I've used. This card is right up there in my S tier list, alongside all the great players I've used. You know, the likes of Eusebio, Cruyff, Garincha, Pelé. This card's up there. He's not as, don't get me wrong, he's not as good, but when you consider he's a fraction of their price, what he delivered for me, I was very impressed. I paired him up with Samuel Eto'o, and I felt like Natale was better than Samuel Eto'o, in my opinion. That's how good this card was. At the end, when I looked at the tally chart, and when I looked at their goal-to-game ratio, he had a better goal-to-game ratio than Eto'o. And I'm not saying that goals are everything, but he had overall better contributions, and because of that, I have to say this card is absolutely quality, because you've got to understand, in this game, it's all about them playstyles. It's all about having the right playstyles, and this card fits that to a T. If you can shoot inside the box, outside of the box with a finesse shot, then that should be your first protocol. It should be the first thing that you do, is to use that to your advantage. And then not only that, he felt really good on the ball, really silky smooth, buttery smooth on the ball. There was a lot of ways this guy could score. He could score your sweaty goals, you know, your ratty goals. He can score your finesse shots. He can score your Travellas. There's a lot of variation about this card, how you get that ball at the back of the net. Have you heard of that phrase ever before? There's multiple ways to skin a cat. There's more than one way to skin a cat. And I think it reminds me of this card, in the sense that this card is a really good card, in the sense it can finish in a plethora of different ways. This is a brilliant card. In fact, I can't really fault this card. Maybe he's not the strongest card in the game, but his agility and balance, his pace, his finishing, his 5-star weak foot, his 4-star skills, his playstyles just make this card a very good card. And for me, in my opinion, he's an S tier player, which makes him very good. If I were made to make a hero tier list, or an icon tier list, or a tier list of the players I've used, he'll be up there right at the very top. An insane card. I loved using him. A brilliant card. Thank you very much for watching. Peace. I think bar strength and heading, there was nothing wrong with this card.